Broadcast coverage brought to you by Heineken, Bunnings Warehouse and Telecom.
Special welcome to those in Namibia, Noah, and to those of you from Fiji and around the world, Nissan Bolivinaka. The Rotorua International Stadium is picture perfect for match 3 of this year's competition. Fiji and Namibia, of course, in the pool of death with Samoa, South Africa and Wales. You couldn't want for better conditions to play free-flowing, running rugby at Rugby World Cup 2011. Fijian team on arrival and commentary, a veteran of 85 games for the All Blacks, including 50 tries. Well known around the world, former All Black captain Stu Wilson.
Good afternoon, Ken. Good afternoon, everyone. It's a big welcome to our Pacific neighbours, Fiji. I know I'm very excited about this World Cup, and I bet these guys are excited too, and they'll be itching just to get out on the track and showcase their talent to the world.
Mafu Vaikoso and Deacon Manu, the captain, experienced and heavy front row, all over 100 kilos. Nakarawa and Leoravu, the two locks, and expected to provide the flow of ball. A big and powerful back row, Domenico Waganebroch is a former captain, Malakai Ravulo, the open side flanker, and Netani Talay is a former open side flanker, today playing 8. It's an outstanding halfback combination of Nehemiah Kinatale and Waisia Luvanayali. They can mix it up for the Fijian team. Sedamaya Bai, normally a 10, today playing 12, and the outstanding Lova Balavu, the outside centre, who's got great pace, good size and terrific footwork. And out wide, Napoleone Nalanga out of Clermont in France, and the outstanding Goneva and Murimuri Valu is a brilliant kick returner. A tiny island in the Pacific, population just 850,000. Only 36,000 players. They're ranked 10th in the world, and they were outstanding in the Rugby World Cup 2007 in France, where they finished second in Pool B and qualified for the quarterfinals. Fiji. And for Namibia, arriving moments ago, and sideline this afternoon, former Tongan international Willie Lossett.
Yeah, kia ora everybody, welcome into the Rotorua International Stadium. Namibia won the coin toss and Fiji will play left to right. And as you see them getting off the bus, total concentration, and during the warm-up as well, very accurate were the Namibian team, appearing in their 4th Rugby World Cup, of course 99, 2003 and in 07.
So Riddling, Hughes, Horn and Larson, who's on debut in the front row. Big front row. Estenhouse, the tallest player on the field, playing in the number 5 jersey alongside Heinz Cole, and their back 3, all who appeared at the 2007 World Cup in France: Duplessis, Neuenhuis and Jacques Berger, the captain. Halfback combination, Eugene Janches from Fanel Constana alongside Tenes Kotsta, who has only played 1 test, playing his 2nd game today in midfield. Van Sale and Van Vick. Piet Van Sale was there in 2007 in France as well. And Marius Dames and Chrysander Botha is an exciting player in the 15 jersey for Namibia today. Population 2.3 million in Namibia. just under 6,000 players, ranked 22nd in the world. They won the IRB Nations Cup this year, beating Romania and Georgia along the way. Deacon Manu, experienced captain for Fiji on the left. Jacques Berger from Saracens. So left to right for Fiji. Deacon Manu will play his 10th test today. Jacques Berger, his 26th test. Plenty of colour and plenty of spectacle for Fiji and Namibia. Sam Domini, the coach of Fiji, playing background at Waratahs, London Irish and Saracens. Johan Durangard, the coach of Namibia, coached at the powerful Western Suburbs Club and former elected and has been in the job since 2008. Captains of Namibia and Fiji bring their teams out onto the park for their first appearance. The Rugby World Cup 2011. Nakarawa and Lewaravu with the responsibility of winning ball at line-out time. Kenetale and Luvinayali with the responsibility of mixing their attack up to put pressure on the Namibian defence. Riddlinghouse, Horn and Larson, this big powerful front row, will be expected to dominate at scrum time. And their back three, Marius, Botha and Dames, expected to create some havoc in the Fiji defence with the ball won by the forwards. And some very excitement from the Villagers Club, was in the team in 2007 at the World Cup.
Recorded by the New Zealand Symphony Orchestra and performed today by the New Zealand Choral Federation Anthem Choir.
A special time in the lives of these young players. Some of whom appearing for the first time, some appearing for the last. And this awesome occasion, this pinnacle of international rugby, the World Cup every 4 years. From Nadali, leading the welcome from Fiji to Namibia. From Namibia, images, colour and memories. Beginning of Rugby World Cup 2011, just the third match. And a wonderful occasion.
Oh, Ken, it's just a, not only does it showcase New Zealand, but it's our Pacific neighbours, Fiji, our guests from Namibia, who've been settled in Gisborne most of the week, travelled north for this one particular game, and Gisborne have looked after them remarkably with their wonderful hospitality. As long as the teams embrace what the locals can show them with sightseeing, things like that, it's a wonderful tournament to be involved in.
And Ken, I can update you further from the sideline. Brilliant conditions for running rugby. There is a light breeze that is running from right to left as you see it, and that will certainly favour the Namibians. And during their warm-up, they were, as I said, mentioned earlier, very accurate, very intense, and looking for a victory against Fiji.
The French 2 minutes is very long.
Kempisi Ma'afu.
Ready, 20 seconds.
Nigel Owens from Wales, the referee, made his international debut in 2005, Ireland and Japan in Osaka. Very highly regarded and highly respected referee, Nigel Owens.
Behind him, please. Should they behind you, okay? And behind the line.
So Fiji to have first use of the ball. And Kinatale. And the three forwards wide. Leone Nakarawa. And the Fiji Warriors with the carry. And now Nuve Nyali with a midfield bomb. Oh, Buffer.
It was a nice clean kick receipt. Fiji brought it in, got first touch of the nut. Kick in from deep in the 22. First touch of the balls from the ball from Botta, and it's down. What a great start.
7 players in the Fijian team who were at the 2007 World Cup. 7 of Namibia's 8 forwards were at France in 2007.
Touch. Pause. Engage.
So Nemia Kinatale. Reda Linghurst. Horn and Larson. 117, 110 and 120 kilos are the three numbers for the big men in the front row of Namibia. There's Johnny Redderlinghus from the Wanderers Club. Kinatale into midfield straight away and get themselves a target. Kinatale. Good defence from Namibia.
Well, Fijian forwards just a little bit too keen in getting there, going over the top and losing their feet.
Well, as I mentioned, they have got the advantage of the wind, and so this kick here, well in advance of 60 metres. And Liwaravu, man that plays for the Sale Sharks, was a member of the Fijian side that you mentioned, Ken Laban, the Rugby World Cup 2007, and just lost his feet on that occasion. Look at this, the target is set. You've got to retain, well, you've got to stay on your feet, and there we just went straight down, and that's sealing, as they call it, and referees are going to be vigilant against that. You've got to make sure that there is a contest at the breakdown.
Will make me nick another one there.
Kampizi Ma'afu. Tennis Coxa. 55-metre kick. And got plenty on it. Straight between the posts.
Gee, that's a wonderful start for Namibia. Just never looked like missing. He just basically was the distance, and he got that easy or just over. What a wonderful start. Namibia 3 up.
Look behind you.
Living Yale goes right, that ball.
Okay, you left it go. Gone on.
And it's a good call for Fiji. Some suggestion that ball might have come off a Fijian player. Nigel Owen said it come off a Namibian player. Then they lost it forward, so Fiji with an attacking scrum. There's
He never looked comfortable under the high ball, did he? Nevenhuis, the number 8,
Touch.
in his 21st cap.
Pause. Engage. In line. In line.
good scrum, Kinatale. Liviniale to the line, back on the inside for Livo Balavu. Tackled by Cole, 27 out. Now they go short, Natani to late. Good work from Fiji, recycled. Liviniale with a ball along the ground. A chase coming from Murivalu. Sidamaya Bai is there as well, and they march forward, Fiji. Now Liviniale with a ball out wide. They've got numbers on the right-hand side, Fiji. And the outstanding Guneva has been a brilliant player of a long time, Veroniki Guneva from Fiji with a try on the right-hand side.
Well, that's brought the Fijian fans to their feet, and it all started from the kickoff, where initially I thought it was knocked on by Fiji, but it was deemed not way. Referee Nigel Owens decided that was a lovely little grubber kick put through. The pressure came through. It was quite a quick release, but they had certainly men out wide. Willie, 3 to 4 guys with 2 defenders.
Yeah, it was the numbers there, and then have a look at the pass here. This is a lock. Leon Nakarawa, he sees that there's space out, and Goneva, man that captained their 7th side in Hong Kong in 2009 in his 19th cap. What a brilliant response from Fiji. That is class.
I've been watching him run around in the Pacific Nations in recent years. He's from the Vaturu club, and he can run the football, Guneva. Wonderful 7s player, easily makes the transition to the wing in the 15s game. Sidamaya Bai. is himself a specialist 10 today, playing at 12, so got some versatility. Seremaya. Big Fijian contingent here at Rotorua.
And Stu Wilson, when you were playing, you and Bernie always swapped wings, and isn't it great to see Gonevak looking for work and going from the left to the right to pop up there?
Well, it's a beautiful day, sunny conditions to play some open footy right up Fijian's alley.
Ball lost forward, so Namibia.
Okay, no advantage.
An opportunity to come straight back.
Give me a second before you call, okay? Give me 1 second before you call.
This is great field position for Namibia.
Same as last time, okay?
As the
Take your
pack
head that
waits.
side of him, not touch it.
Fair bit of Tara on that
Crouch.
Fijian forward pack.
Touch.
Eugene
Pause. Engage.
Yanches.
In 9. Very good.
A little set play and inside ball for Marias, who's hit ball and all, driven back 10 metres. Good defence, Fiji. Yanches. That's a good shot from Livin Ayali in defence. Burger, the captain, struggling to breach the Fijian defence, so they opt to kick. That's a smart play.
Yeah, it's a good option for Yanchis. Fiji defence was lying flat down that short side. Just probed it through with a grubber.
Space okay in the rucks.
Got them into the red zone. It's the first time they've been down here. Inside the Fijian 22.
So Viliami Vaikoso. The hooker from Suva goes long. Referee not happy.
Okay.
Well, Ken, if there's one area where Fiji must concentrate at this tournament, is that the set pieces. And I tell you, if they got their set piece right and just tidy up a little bit of their discipline, and if they can roll out 80 minutes of good football, they can bend anyone in the rugby family. But a great attacking spot. Namibia.
Dames, the lone right winger on a short blind.
Pause. Engage.
And here in the house, the number 8, they turn the front row towards the open and they go the blind. It's a long ball. It's a big winger, Dames.
So it's a good scrum, a magnificent scrum from Namibia. They turned it.
Step blue. Come in.
So full line out by Kosso. This time to the front.
Stay wide one.
And then Mia Kenatale straight away. Dames. Boffa. Taken at the line of the Fijian defence. But they still have the ball under control, Namibia. Costa.
Oh, that's a cheekily taken drop goal. And Katsa just got into the pocket, called for it. Yanchis heard the noise, gave it to the fly half. Oh, that's sweet.
Never looked like missing, did it, fellas? And the man who scored 19 points in the one cap that he's had for Namibia against Portugal this year, just showing why he is so valuable.
Livin Yale goes to the right side. Van Vick. Botha at halfback. Kotza sends the ball long. Napoleon in Nalanga.
22.
And the Yala goes long. Yanchis. Kotsa. Plug in the corner.
Oh, that's great. That's another one. He'll do that all day.
And to be honest with you, that's where he should be kicking as well, because the sun is right in the eyes of the Fijian players, and that's the reason why Goneva, he never caught sight of that ball until the last moment. So a real tactic would be to play into this corner, because the sun is right in the eyes of the Fijian wingers.
How's this a Namibian throw? When they kicked it out? Did I miss something?
I think the Fijian fullback touched it just at the last moment, Ken.
Estenhouse. Bortha, Kotsa on the wraparound, a little show of the ball to the line from Van Sale. They've got terrific field position now, Namibia. And Kotsa. A penalty and 2 drop goals in less than 13 minutes on a beautiful day for free-flowing rugby.
Well, right at this moment, Ken, it's winning rugby. And believe it or not, you can win games of rugby by kicking the ball through the sticks. They get down there, they get rewarded with points. So he's found a way to get down the other end with his long kicking game, and then he'll just sit in the pocket and snap drop goals. Fantastic.
Lavinia Yali with a conventional restart. Berger, the captain.
Take him back, boys. Stay in blue, please.
Kotsa. Delay. On the return, Muri Valu.
Stay one.
Goneva. Bortha. Kinatale going back into the 22. Now Muri Valu.
Let him go.
There's a little bit of space if they can get the bounce, and Kotsa attacking the ball. That's a good run from the 5'8". Now Namibia, very aggressive at the breakdown. Another one from Kotsa. It's a drop kickathon.
That's 3 in a row. And that's one way of just keeping the scoreboard ticking over. Again, he's deep. Hit that a little bit flat. Got the result he wanted. Nothing wrong with that in my book.
Well, is there anything the kid can't do? Because he was the man responsible for taking the ball as well when there were plenty of Fijian defenders coming through with the kick chase. What a start.
And Yanchis. So 4 visits to the Fijian 22 by Namibia for 12 points. 1 visit to the Namibian 22 for Fiji and 1 converted try. So we're going to see a contrasting in styles and approaches. Kinatale, Lavinia with a flat ball at midfield for Sedamaya Bai.
High tackle.
Okay,
Peter Van Sale is who's going to be called out.
Do the high tackle first. Is that the same? Have you seen timeout? Yeah, number 12, I've got that. Have you got anything different, JK? Okay, wait for me. Number 12, please. Tackle was high, the penalty's against you. Okay, back you go. That's the first offence.
Yes, I think Lovu Balavu had every right to sort of take a little exception to the high tackle.
12 high tackle, okay?
Number 13 has then come in. He's had a crack at one of these blokes.
Okay.
Well, Incorrect. He's come in. He's seen the high tackle and he's got involved.
Stick with the original decision. It's more serious than the second one. Okay, 13. No, I'm sticking with the first original offence because it's more serious than the second one. Don't involve yourself in anything like that. Is that clear? Thank you, Bucky, go. Captain. Sticking with the first offence, it's more serious than the second one, okay? Penalties here, high tackle.
Great refereeing. Guys from down here, Jonathan Kaplan and also Nigel Owens, two of the more experienced referees on the circuit.
Time on, Graham, please.
And normally you see that reversed, but Nigel Owens says that this one is worse than the second. And I was going to say that I doubt that the Fijians will be going for a drop goal in this position, getting down into the Namibian half.
Captain, discipline important, please, okay?
Boys introduce themselves to each other. Welcome to New Zealand. Good luck for the cup. Set of mark. Oh, a very comfortable kicking style from Nadali, but he plays his professional rugby for Clermont in France. Set of mark by experienced player Johan Dorengard and Sam Domini, the coach of Fiji, former block inside flanker. Kotsa. Fiji from inside their own quarter, do something special with the ball. Beautiful rugby now. The kick is behind the Namibian defence. Dames. Nalanga is there. They've got numbers in the tackle and they've got the advantage. Kenatala gets the ball through. They've got big numbers out to the right-hand side. Fiji. And Leone Nakarawa handing to the right-hand side. Fiji and rugby at its very best from the kickoff.
Well, that's what this crowd has come to see in these brilliant, firm, warm, sunny conditions. Nakarawa was the one that got the last pass, but it all started deep in their 22. Here it started, and it's just quick hands. Look at that. Then they start to run straight, find the man on the inside. Then he puts the foot down, and that's a very good option. The scrambling defence was on him. Then they had to rush back. The panic button was hit. They fed it out, and they had numbers galore, Willie.
Yeah, it was a lovely kick through by Luvi Nayali, and then they just had numbers to burn. Kenatali did magnificent here. He should have got caught, but he didn't, and they knew that the players were out there. Someone's forgot to tell the Fijians this is 15 aside, because that's like sevens at its absolute best. And look at the delight inside the coaching box.
Leone Nakarawa today playing in his 8th test.
Good teamwork, boys.
Berger, the captain of Namibia, just asking for calmness and concentration from the team. I'll tell you. 17 points to 12, and what a try, what a play. The confidence. Off the cuff execution was perfect. And a fabulous finish. Kotsa. He alone, a major threat to Fiji. His kicking and his leadership of the Namibian team. Kenatale. Pressure coming from Fiji. Players Nakarawa is onside. Thinks about coming back on the inside. Looks for support. Frees it up. And Goneva's going to get a double. The crowd are on their feet. Fiji back-to-back tries at Rotorua in the World Cup. What a statement they're making today.
Oh, Nakarawa. He was the big man, the big number 4. Gathered in a loose ball. Found Gornivana. Here's the chip over the top. That was good from Qualité, and that was where it was. Look at that. Look at the big man go. And he just cuts in field and just lobs the back pass on the outside man. Too much pace. Gets involved.
Wow, this is wonderful play from Fiji. Didn't really commit himself. Nievenhuis, and the awareness as well of Nakarawa taking out the last defender by coming on the inside. And look at that, 3 tries to Fiji. And the crowd told you, this is wonderful. They'll be celebrating in Suva.
When you go back, tell the guy who scores to bring the ball back with it for you, okay?
Niki Goneva.
It's got to be the same ball.
Wonderful, talented player. Don't see them that often on the world stage. Pace, guile, confidence, and when it all comes together, a sobering reminder to everybody is the influence of Tennis Kotsa. Yeah, he can kick goals from 55 metres out. Silamar by just across the front.
One thing that it has demonstrated down here as well, the importance of the kickoff straight after you've scored points. We've seen that with Fiji, that they've retained possession. First time they ran it from their own 22. On that occasion, they opted for the air and been rewarded by 12 points.
To late. Qualité with a little short, picked the hole between the Namibian line of defence and the fullback.
Save it, you Blue. You're stopping the contest. Hit it up, please. You're going down underneath them. Let's keep the contest, please. You're hitting down.
Well, Ken, you can just feel a little bit of confidence in that Fijian side. The first 4 or 5 minutes.
Just hit the ruck up, okay? Don't hit down below them. Hit it up.
They got banged with a penalty from Kotsa. And they all start a little purple patch. 5 minutes, okay? And they've got 2 tries after the one from Gornivana got.
So Lero Ravu. Qualité doesn't get it first time, under a bit of pressure. Ruben Ayali at the start to go back before he could go forward. Now by a little short ball for Lova Balavu. Gets over the advantage line. And now through the middle, Lero Ravu. Back towards the right-hand side. Malakai Ravulor from North Harbour. Numbers on the right, Fiji.
Number 6 offside first, number 1 offside.
Enos Duplessis, the blindside flanker for Namibia. Called for offside.
They were making their tackles, Ken. And they were just a little bit eager to get over that offside line. Got to be patient. Trust your discipline. When you're on the defensive line, got to stay behind it and then make the tackles. Really quite hot down there.
Yeah, it's very pleasant actually, and the crowd are certainly enjoying it. The Fijians must be feeling like they are at home as well. And what it's proven is that the side that dominates possession and good field position will get the points, because Namibia, apart from the kickoffs, have only touched the ball maybe once in the last 9 minutes. And that's the reason why they trail by 10 points on the scoreboard.
Easy penalty for Silamar Bai. One player who we haven't seen, he's a wonderful player as well as, again, it's a short kickoff. Nakarawa under it. Good meters going forward from Fiji. Luvinayali. Midfield bomb. Kotsa. Good run from Ewinghouse. Good defence.
That's the second man in. The tackle was made on Ewinghouse by a Fijian player. Then the second man in. He's got to also, if he's on top of the man, he's got to release the tackled player. He's allowed to play the ball immediately. This is always the grey area. It's a good run from the big number 8. So when there's 2 in the tackle, they've both got to let the guy go.
He's a great tackle as well. One guy that makes the great tackle doesn't get rewarded, but the rule's the rule. Kotsa. Kicking has been brilliant today, but on that occasion, no good. 3 drop goals and a penalty from the University of Johannesburg. Dennis Kotsa looks a very, very good player. Fiji's got a very big threat out here on the left side who we haven't seen yet. Napoleone Malanga. Kotsa with a midfield bomb.
Take the knock on. The ball came to him rather than him looking for the ball, okay?
It's Napi Leone Nalanga, 6'3", 105 kilograms.
Good work going in the scrums, and please, lads.
Born in Singatoka. He's been at Claremont. He's on his way to the Western Force in the Super 15 next year. He hasn't had the ball yet, but he can play. Nalanga. He's a great winger.
Crouch. Catch. Pause. Engage.
Good scrum from Namibia. Talai. And an advantage for Namibia, so that's a result of the good work they did at the scrum to apply pressure to Fiji's possession of the football.
Yes, he's holding on. He did well, Taylor, to get away from that scrum. It was under pressure.
There a chance now, Namibia, a little 2-on-1 down the right side. Dames comes back on the inside. Kotsa gets a low ball and they send it out into midfield. Namibia, little inside play. Good running from Van Veek on the ground, 10 metres out. Great field position. Namibia lost the ball. Their best attacking play of the half, Namibia.
It was a genuine, it's their first line break. Just a cut, a scissor in the midfield between second and centre. And when he got into the contact area, this is where you have to really concentrate on making sure you secure the ball. And when he goes to ground,
tried to offload it, didn't he, Stu, to the most experienced player on the field for Namibia, Hugo Horn. Made his debut against Tonga in '97, 12 years, 247 days.
Touch.
Hugo Horn's been involved with Namibia rugby.
Engage. Hold the drive, please, Blue. Hold the drive. That's okay.
Too late. It's Nalanga hitting a 2-man tackle.
Pressure. Stay.
They just send their big men forward.
Stay wide.
Kotsa, Botha on his left, goes wide. And the Fiji defence is up to the challenge. Kotsa. Larson on debut today, the tight head prop. Kotsa. Just a little wedge.
Stay there, 14.
Little wedge shot into the 22, Stu.
I think that Namibia are just a little anxious if they keep moving the ball wide and they get knocked over or just don't quite make the advantage line. This is when Fiji are very lethal. When the game loses a bit of structure and it gets a bit loose, this is when the Fijians are at their best.
Yanchis. Now Duplessis on the return. It's a good aggressive run from the blindside flanker, taking on the Fiji defence. Now Berger, the captain, with a little tip on down the right side for Dames. He loses the ball. Talay. Good aggressive defence from Namibia.
Go, Johnny, go.
Now Livin Ayali gets caught behind the advantage line.
Come back, five wide, come back.
Good work in defence from Namibia.
No, he was inside, lads.
Great point that you've made too, Stu, with regards to Namibia changing their game plan, and once it does get a little bit 6s and 7s, that's when Fiji are at their most dangerous. But have a look at this. The show, the go, Dames, and just plucked it. You put him in first slip if there's in the cricket team. Wonderful hands. And I just wonder, Stu, whether the right decision by Namibia 4 minutes ago to tap the ball and go instead of taking the 3 points that were on offer.
Hugo Horn. Oh, through the middle, Yanchis manages to get the ball away, and the tackle of Kenatale for Heinz Cole. Now they go a little bit wider. Jacques Berger with an aggressive run, the captain. Now they go the left side, Costa. Dummett, the runner on the inside, gave it to Van Sale.
Away wide. Back. Against who?
Kotsa. Oh, 2 runners, and it's a good strong carry from Heinz Cole. Again, his second carry in this play. Now Horn, the hooker. Yanchis. Kotsa with a little chip and chase. And Langan, no, the ball beats him over the dead ball line.
Oh, that's a very good passage of footy from Namibia. They had some big ball runners, big carries, some of their forwards. Their backs are getting involved.
Jerome,
this is a little bit more polished
I'm going to check with the TV
from
and I'm going
Namibia.
to come to you, okay?
They're finding some holes,
Graham?
testing,
Check
questioning
yes
the
no,
Fijian defence. A little bit unlucky. That ball could have jagged either way. And
I didn't know
they had
which
2
one
runners
it was.
on that
Who?
chip kick.
Was it white or was it blue? Okay. I was happy with the offside for white, that's why I carried on.
Well, none of the Namibian players have gone back to halfway.
Offside, yeah?
So I'm thinking this has gone. We're looking for control of the ball.
That's come off his knee.
Not there.
And to get it with that hand.
No,
bad luck.
It's a game of centimetres.
Oh man, what was the Jerome, was the offence for?
So that ball's come off
What was the offence? What was the foul play
Van
for?
Week's knee, and he just couldn't get it with his last hand.
So it's no try.
Just penalty.
It's off the knee, so that's not where the knock-on is. Now, did he get control of the hand on the ball? No, I'm afraid not.
I'm going to go
Great
with
attempt.
the advantage over there and drop the 22 if it's not a try, okay?
The ball's gone over the dead ball line.
The ball wasn't grounded.
Sorry?
The ball was not grounded.
Yes.
Okay, so it would be a 22, but you're going back to Jerome.
Say again, the ball is not grounded.
It was not grounded at all by either player.
Okay, no, I'm going to go advantage was over, so I'm going to go for a 22
okay,
drop out.
fine, that's fine. Yeah, brilliant.
Okay.
Well, that's good work between the TMO and the match referee. It was a very nice little chip kick, and that could have just sat up for one of the Namibian players. It didn't. They had a couple of cracks at
You
it.
have a late tackle. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to speak. If I'd have seen him and playing advantage, I would have called advantage over. So I'm not going to come back to the penalty. I'm going to afford a drop at 22. What number is it? 13 white. 13 white.
Well, this is the second time he's been spoken to as well.
The tackle was late against you. Yeah, the tackle was late. Advantage would have been over, so it's a drop of 22 and not going back with a penalty. 22. Time on.
She's a good ref, Nigel Owens. No question about that. Luvinayali's gone long. Dames. Kotza sends it left for Botha. Marius gets the ball back. Guneva.
Well, that's the plan of attack from Fiji inside their own 22 from dropouts. They're just going to go long and have quite a solid chase line on it. And then ask the question to Namibia, what are you going to do? Kick it back to us or run it? Just feel that Namibia just get a little bit more confidence, a little bit more rhythm in their play.
Crouch! Break!
William Vaikaso.
Okay, so where you are.
The hooker with the headgear.
Okay, that's good.
Doing what all hookers do. Set the scrum when they feel like it.
Number 8, Sim. Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage.
Good scrum from Fiji. Luvinayali to the line. On the inside for Seremai Bai. Slips a couple of tacklers. Runs over the top of the third one.
Vantage blue.
And now a loss forward.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Right. Rotorua, I think he had a quick look at Jacques Burger coming up, and that's the Namibian captain. And if there's one man that will lead his men into battle, it's him. Fearless. He's had a few bungs to the body.
He can hit in defence, can't he?
Oh yes, no fear. Great leader.
Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage.
Yanchis.
Ball gone.
Kotza. Cut out ball for Van Wyk, and a second man play, and now Dames with a right foot step and belted by Nalanga. Kotza. Van Saar with an inside ball for the captain. Centre, got his right arm available in the tackle, then Botha offloads. Good period of ball control for Namibia, putting some pressure. Now Heinz Cole, he runs well the lock. So they're very close, the Namibian players. Kotza with a little right foot step to get on the outside, and then a ball over the top. Marius can't get away from Guneva. Yeah, but a counter-rucking isn't a penalty for
From the side.
Vaikaso.
Yeah, this is good, Willie, from Namibia.
Come through the gate, please.
Yeah,
the
problem they've got, Stu, is that they're going wide on everything, or they're not actually drawing in any of the Fijian defence. You're seeing 1 or 2 Fijian tacklers only, and it's taken about 4 Namibian attackers to actually go and declare it. And so Fiji are just spread right across the field because they know that they're not going to go and try and go close in the channels. And so I think Namibia need to earn the right to go wide instead of just looking for those miracle balls like this. And quite often, more than not, they actually get isolated, and that's where turnovers can occur like this. But Fiji just infringing at that moment.
Four from 5. Kotza make that 5 from 6. And it's about converting field position, possession and pressure into points, and they have done that in Namibia.
Yes, they are certainly enjoying a huge advantage territorially to Fiji, just struggling to get out of their own half. But when they do, they're able to post 3 brilliantly taken tries.
Dames.
Even I can see that's the same ball.
That's an 8-man line out for Fiji. Iliame Vaikoso, the hooker. Rotorua quickly off the top.
No, that's not straight. You're throwing straight to him, lads. You want a scrum,
Well, I said it before, Ken. I think that, you know, whenever Fiji can get their set piece right, scrum and lineouts, keep a control on their discipline, they are able to bend any country in the rugby family, particularly in conditions like this. Sun on their backs, nice firm ground, not a lot of wind around.
Crouch.
It's right up their alley.
Touch. Pause. Engage.
What a very
Ball is out.
susceptible period to concede a try for any team as close to halfway. Guneva, Murivalu with a left foot step in between two defenders. Another good carry from Murivalu. They go back the way they came. Guneva this time at first receiver. Now they shift. And Lovabalavu. Unmarked and called for a forward pass.
Missed the second pass.
That was a tough call.
Well, to me, that's a line ball. It could have gone either way.
Yeah, it happened right in front of me, Stu, and it was marginal.
And let's be honest, we've all seen worse than that and got away with it.
Well, this is the crucial period just for the break as well. That psychological advantage. Namibia probably trying to work towards a penalty. What are the chances of a fourth drop goal as well?
Touch.
Big.
Pause. Engage.
Yeah, cheers, good scrum from Fiji. Kotsa. Two runners on the inside for Marius to go to the Fijian defence. Kotsa loses sight of the ball. It's loose. Fiji with a chance, maybe. Lavu. Sotomayor by, that kick is for Guneva on the right side, catches it on the full. Gee, they're a great sight to watch, Fiji. Nice variation.
It was worried. He just thought man outside, unmarked.
Quick is quick.
He gathered it in, but the defence was equal to the task.
Good call there. I was thinking about it, but you confirmed it's good. Good teamwork. Fiji, take a step, please, lads. Take a step.
Referees just complimenting each other. Ken, if you were wondering what that was about, but not taking the man out in the air. And Bortha certainly waited until Guneva had actually reached the ground.
So Horn. Under that was Malakai Ravula. Now through the front and off flow. Waganeparotu. This is Talay, the number 8. They've got an advantage. They go back down a short blind. And a nice cut up. Guneva slips a prop. And he's on a hat-trick. Veronike Guneva. 4 touches of the ball, 3 tries. And this talented winger playing in his 19th test from the tiny club of Rotorua in Fiji gets 3 tries in the Rugby World Cup 2011.
What a magnificent way to start the tournament. It was taken up the middle. Some of the big boys got involved. It was recycled nice and quickly. They went right. And that's the pass there. Just gave him some space. It was a winger on a prop. And that's no match for this guy. That's the 4th try, Fiji. Willie?
Yeah, it was the turnover that created the space. And, well, prop on winger, no contest, really. The wheels he got on the outside of Larson, who's making his debut. And the first man in Rugby World Cup 2011 to register a hat-trick. And he's done it in the first 40 minutes. Fiji just showing how dangerous they are and coming at such a crucial time as well. Teams always looking to try and head to the break by scoring points. The last 10 minutes of the first half and the first 10 of the second, so crucial. And Fiji, Ken Laban, are looking brilliant.
Fijian supporters, wherever you are around the world. A special bulla to the Fijian team that's up at the 14th South Pacific Games in Namibia. Bule vanaka to all the crew up there, your team doing very well in the opening half against Namibia. Jeremiah Bye makes sure there's a little bit extra on top of that as well. What a brilliant first half. The tries, the quality of the play from Fiji thoroughly deserve their lead, 32-15. Yale goes long. Berger, the captain, like his play, tough. The short side play from Namibia, staying close to the touchline. Kotza. Oh, midfield bomb. Lost forward by. 2
knock-ons. First white, second blue.
Well, I'm sure the Fijian coaching staff would have said to their troops, now look, we're getting 50% of the ball, but the statistics tell us that we're only operating 37% of the territory, yet we're still able to score 4 tries and keep our noses in front at half-time, 32-15. Can we play a little bit more down the other end of the field and not make it as hard as we're making it now?
Pause, engage.
Janches, a little 8-9 play down the right side and then a kick. Send Murivalu back into the 22 and then a chip and chase and regather on the return from the fullback. Kinatale under pressure. Lovinayale with an inside ball and it's gone back, says Nigel Owens, but some counter-rucking from Namibia. Jeremiah Bye with a...
It's not good.
Not much on the kick, but Nakarawa. Now Talay. He's been good today. Natani Talay, the number 8. Jeremiah Bye mixing up the kicking game. Now Boffa. Got a footwork from the fullback. Janches. Now they go wide. This is Van Vick. Gets away into the backfield of the Fiji defence and a nice right foot step. Inside ball for Marius. That's a good run. And then they can't take the ball and a good aggressive work at the ruck. Now they go back to right hand side. They've got big numbers. Namibia. Nice little show and go from the big lock forward. Hines Cole gets the ball down. He's had a good game. Hines Cole, the big lock. Some of his charges have been fantastic. His defence has been solid. And now he gets to put his name on the score sheet, Hines Cole.
That is a great try. It was a magnificent covering tackle from Wangani Boruto. He got back there. Then they swung it right. It all started from here. Again, it's Van Ziel takes off. He just slips through the gap and he's got some speed, goes in and out, beats that one, looks for the running man on the inside. I thought he might have gotten to watch the tackle from the Lucy. Outstanding. Then they switch it right. Sold the little dummy, eh? How's that?
Well, Haynes Cole from the Wanderers club in his 11th cap, Stu. It's taken 43 odd minutes for their first try to appear in Rugby World Cup 2011. Look at the jubilation, and that came from a pretty average kick from Fiji. Jeremiah Bye, to be honest with you, Ken.
Oh, no good from Kotza, but Hines Cole, a tremendous try from a lock forward running out of the centres, and here's the final look at it through the line. He got away from Murivalu, and then Nalanga couldn't hold the big lock. Great job. Livin Nyali goes long. Now Berger. Good charge from the captain. Now Janches. Larson hitting the two-man tackle. Kotza.
Well, we talked about Namibia's rhythm in that first half. They had patches we saw in that first 40 minutes where they got a little bit of momentum going. They have just proven to us and, of course, to the Fijians that they can take off from their own 22 and they can end up the other end putting the ball over the chalk line. It'll be given a lovely little injection of confidence to get going again.
So Vaikoso, Lovenayali, and Kenatale, Waganibrotu. Two-man tackle, but it's a quick clearance now to late. So 3 runs to the left side of the Namibian defence. Murivalu back towards the middle. Now Vaikoso wasn't expecting the ball.
Oh, he's been good this afternoon. As Nevenhouse, Jacques Nevenhouse, big number 8, a 31-year-old, and geez, he knew that he could attack the ball on that occasion. And here's the danger with Fiji where they get isolated. Look at him, he's on his feet, all rights to the ball. You see it being held on. And it's amazing, really, fellas, because the side with the wind hasn't really been dominating. Fiji have got the wind at their back, and they seem to be struggling. And I spoke with their coach, Samu Damoni, at the break. He said to me that they wanted to use the conditions to get down into the territory of Namibia and try and score points. It's not happening.
So Hugo Horn. 5-man line out for Namibia. Bit of movement, and they go for Estenhouse. A nice play for Tunis Duplessis, the blindside flanker. Couple of decoys, and the ball goes behind Boffa.
First change coming up, not too far away from Namibia as well. Wilhan Kitshoff in jersey 19, replacing Tunis Duplessis.
Number 6, blue. Sub 6.
Man from the Western Province playing his 6th test.
Good job from Duplessis today.
The gap is good, there's no problems. Let's not go looking for any, yeah? It's okay? If it's too far, I'll get you closer. But so far, it's good. Thank you. Straight in 9.
32-20. 12-point deficit, so it's a 2-score game for Namibia.
Crouch. Touch.
33 to go.
Pause.
So a lot of drama to unfold in this one.
Well, will you have been impressed with the Namibian scrub?
Yeah, they've been very solid.
Yeah, and I thought that's one area where they were trying to attack Fiji. Yet they have also brought in some enterprising play in the back line, and they've scored 1 long-range try, which was that's equal to what we'd seen in Fiji in the first half.
Pause. Engage.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Ken. Tala has been outstanding for Fiji today at the number 8 jersey.
So Namibia very aggressive at the breakdown. Janches. Kotza. The 2nd-man play out towards the left. Now they go long for Marius. And on the wraparound, good play and good defence. Van Vick on the wrap around. And a crucial tackle from Guneva.
Yes, the tackle needed to be made. I just think that Namibia might just try and be a little bit more direct. Maybe go around the fringes with a few pick and goes and just bring in some of the Fijian defenders and then maybe let it go wide. Well, he mentioned before that they're going wide, that they're easy targets for the defence.
Viliano Vaikoso, the hooker, goes long, and a great job by Lewaravu, and through the middle of the Namibian defence go Fiji. Good tackle from Eastonhouse. Now flat ball, Nakarawa. Luvaniyali got a cut-out ball for Lovo Balavu. Takes on the defence and presents the ball. Kinatale under pressure. They find someone in space. Luvaniyali in traffic. Murivali picks up 5 metres, the fullback. And by with an attacking kick, the bounce needs to be good. Good football, both teams trying to be positive, but we've got a flag.
Sorry, flag is up.
Well, again, it's a nice little option taken with the little chip kick over the top. 2 or 3 runners from Fiji are on it. It's the one, just a little stab kick over the top. Again, that could have just sat up for one of the Fijian runners. And that's when they went out and touched. Foot's on the line.
It's brilliant running rugby, isn't it, fellas? Matching the weather that we've got here. First change for Fiji, Koto, and 16, the man that made his debut in 05. He's just thrown the ball and he's replaced Vaikoso.
So Luvin Bayas by with a short ball, then an offload from Lovo Balavu. Kinatale's got his arms available. Now Waka Nebarotu. Really, they've got players coming in numbers. Lewaravu. Kinatale started right, went left. Manu. Nakarawa thought about an offload, the big lock. Manu the captain, and they've got an advantage. Inside ball again. Lovo steps out, falls over, and on the Vafo they're going to come again, and it's Guneva. Veroniki Guneva, 4 tries for the brilliant right winger. He was involved at first receiver early on in that play. Hung around, stayed alive, a couple of brilliant offloads, and he gets try number 4. Guneva.
Oh, what an outstanding way to start the tournament. Guneva, that's his 4th. They always know that there will always be a support runner. That was when the cut was made. And even in the tackle situation, they were looking to offload. There's one there. They swing there. One hit inside. This was a good run. I thought he might have had to go on the distance, but he looks for the runner. One hand pass, finds it. It was a bit messy, Willie. Hey, but the result was good.
Yeah, they'll take it any day of the week at a World Cup. And Lovo Balavu, I thought he was going to do enough here, but it was the tackle of Berger. He's been brilliant for Namibia. Just the foot trip. And look at this, Guneva. That's the easiest of the 4 that he scored this afternoon. And finally, Fiji have woken up in the second half.
Bay. Well, it will be a great day for this boy, for his family, for his village, for his country. 4 tries at a World Cup. With 28 to go.
That's good. Just going to say there's plenty of time on the clock to give him another chance. And on the other side, the dangerous winger, Nalanga, hasn't seen the ball.
So Fiji through Nalanga and now Talay.
No, it's touched here first. Not gone blue, touched right, then picked up.
I'd like to see Fiji, Stu, just start setting a few targets and just attracting the Namibia defenders in closer and then looking to go wide and use the speed and the skills that they've got. Because at the moment, the Namibian defence is just fanning out. They know that the Fijians are trying to play that expansive style. And I just wonder if they are able to just get a couple of the fringe tacklers, those in the first or second channel, the closest to where the ball tackler is. If they're able to draw them in, it means that every other defender has to come in when the ball's released. And I just think that that will free up players like Ngalangi and also Muri Valu.
Yeah, Namibia just need to play with good structure, keep their discipline, and try and prevent the game from getting too loose, which will suit Fiji.
It's fair for them. 5 carries, 4 tries.
It's a fairly good, it's a good strike rate.
Double change coming up for Namibia. O'Callaghan and Peter Jean Van Lille coming in jerseys 16 and 18, replacing Horn and Esterhaus.
Tough day for Horn and Esterhaus now.
Captain.
Callaghan and Van Lille.
Well, okay. Take time on, Graham.
I commentated a game in the Pacific one year where one team led 37-3 and got run down.
It only happened in the Pacific.
So I'm not prepared to concede that there's a winner yet.
Engage. Middle.
Kinatale. Luvenayale to the line, and that ball's off a Namibian player. They get it back, Funzo with a nice ball. Lost it forward.
Okay.
Oh, those are the little opportunities. Pressure was on the kicker, got the charge down, and again the ball just didn't bounce the way the Namibians wanted it to. It could have just popped up, bang, gone. Handling there is quite high now, Willie.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was just saying, trying to be a bit clever in their own 22. Look at this. A little chip. That's not really the option from Luvenayale. They've got the wind at their back, the Fijians. Really dangerous in their own 22. Here's a big chair coming up because on is jersey 21, Albert James Vulivuli. And he has replaced the fullback, Muri Valu.
He's a centre, Vulivuli. He played centre in the Pacific Nations this year. And he had a terrific series as well.
Yeah, they're changing it as well, Ken, because Muri Valu is now coming back on. They've just realised that Lovo Bolavu was the man that they wanted to actually bring from the field. And you talk about Vulivuli. Talented family as well. His brother represented Fiji in soccer, and his sister was one of the referees at the Netball World Champs last year.
Inside. Sorry, but it's inside. Time on. Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage.
Kinatale. That's a late. Off a scrum going backwards, and he ran into his own man. So this is a good call for Namibia. They need this.
Well, I think their scrum's been a pretty good platform for the Namibian team today. They've had Fiji under a little bit of pressure, but Tale at the back has made it look pretty easy when the scrum's gone under the hammer.
Touch.
Been outstanding, the number 8 for Fiji.
Pause. Engage. Stay down,
So Yanchis. Scrum wheels around. He can't do much with it.
Stay down, please.
Malakai Ravulu jumping off the scrum too quick.
Oh, this is great play, gentlemen. Opting for the 7 instead of the 3 because Kotzer would have certainly kicked that.
They're here to play, Willie. It's a great attitude.
Number 8, sir, please. Number 8. Substitution.
And for Fiji, after that mistake, that's the last one he'll get. Talai has been replaced by jersey 19, Akapusi Gita, man that played in the Rugby World Cup in 2007, scored a try against Japan.
He's been great today. Talai, normally a 7. Today played a big contribution from him in the first 55. Now Namibia set for the drive, and they've got numbers in. This is a good work in progress for Namibia. Now they go long as a second play. Cots on the wraparound. They've got a 2-on-1. Botha gets to the outside. Good try. Momentum goes across. And a beautiful set play. And again, Costa was the key player. They went wide, a little bit of decoy work, and then he wrapped around, got the return ball, kept the attack going. And Botha with a great finish.
Oh, that's clever. That's very clever. Started from the drive from the line out. That's what got them the momentum. I thought maybe they might have had another one around the side, but no, that was the end of that. So they pushed it wide to the right. There's the wrap around there. And he's got a little bit of speed. He just went round the defence. Too much speed. Reached over. Bingo.
Yeah, that's how you beat Fiji, is you commit all their loose forwards, and that's what they did in the line out. And then look at the work off the ball. Botha, he's been one of their best. Reaches through the two defenders, plants the ball, and that's his 102nd point, or 102nd point in Test rugby. Wonderful moment for the fullback.
So he kicked for the line out and gave the final pass for the try. And Botha looks good bringing the ball back as well. 39 pass for the try. And Botha looks good bringing the ball back as well. 39-25, so it's a 2-score game.
Well, that might change the game plan for Namibia too. I get the feeling that after that line-out drive, they'll take a lot of confidence in the forward pack and look to try and commit some more of the big Fijian forwards.
Luvaniyali goes out to the right-hand side for Fun Lil. Vuli can't do much now. They come with pace down a short blind. Good work from Namibia.
Yeah, great stuff. Got the tails in the air at the moment.
Kotsa just puts the ball in behind Luvaniyali. Kicks long, a rare show of conservative and disciplined rugby from Fiji.
Sometimes, Ken, you have to do that. And he's down. I think he got hit in the tackle as he made the kick.
10 on 10, Stu.
Yeah, it's a wee sort of mini scrap. But that, again, that just got the lucky bounce. And after good play from Namibia, they look up and they find themselves 40 metres back down in their own 22.
Buatava on in jersey 20 as well. He's replaced Kinatale.
So Fun Lil with the line-out win. Janches with the kick for try and put Fiji back in their own half. Now Nalanga. Not much work from the big left winger today. It's all gone the other side for Goneva. Luvaniyali. Get it with a little offload in the tackle. Nakarawa carries on. Now Van Vick.
Okay. Untidy, no advantage. First knock on white.
Yes, well, I'd reiterate what referee Nigel Owens has said. A little bit untidy, but this is what happens when you start to get into the 58th minute. The oxygen starts to back up. Tiredness creeps in. Fatigue. Errors creep into the game. And a lot of guys go down and say that magic water. Just get it. And that's Berger. His stats today. He's made 11 tackles. He's handled the ball 5 times. Running meters 37, offloads 1. Great leader, great skipper. Had knee surgery after winning the English Premiership for Saracens, and straight after that game he went into the doctor's surgery, and this is his first game since May. So he's lasting pretty well, Willie.
Yeah, he's a class act, there's no doubt about that. Of the 11 tackles, I'll tell you what, the Fijians felt about 10 of them. He just has total disrespect for his body. And as you mentioned, Stu, Saracens winning that title in 2010 and 11. He was the player's player at Saracens in his 26th test. No one more committed than the captain.
Sometimes it's sunny in New Zealand. You think they're in Fiji. So Janches, 14 points away. Good scrum from Fiji now. Janches. Murivalu.
He kept walking forward. Surely he's got to go back to where he tapped it.
This is just cribbed about 10 metres.
So I was wondering.
It's good. It's clever. He's a back.
But if you're running, tap it, yeah. Good man.
So Murivalu gives it to someone else who can kick.
Play.
Now a bit of pressure on Namibia to make things happen. Kotsa. Nice. Good running down the right side. Dames keeps the ball alive. Now they're into the Fiji half with the ball. House at the back. Kotsa. 3 decoy runners. Now they go to the left-hand side. Namibia. One Rick. They're going to recycle again. They're 15 metres into the Fiji half now. Kotsa. Berger. 2-man tackle. Good work from Kampizi Ma'afu. Kotsa standing right. Long ball left for Fansea. Offloads in the tackle. They've lost some metres in the play.
Yeah, you just lost that, lads. Just lost.
Oh.
Close call.
Oh, that's sad. It was a good set of play there from Namibia.
You just got control it.
They're full of running, Willie. They're reasonably conditioned.
Yeah, exactly. And they started in their own 22. It was that man on screen there, Nieuwenhuis, who actually started it. The ball was kicked out, and he threw it straight in field to Kotsa. And they started it from there, and this is inside their own 22, and just the awareness. And he's been good for them all afternoon as that man there, Dames, really been involved, and good to see them using the skills backs and forwards. But I wouldn't mind seeing them actually get involved a bit more, Stu. That's where the head came in and they lost it.
Yeah, the shoulder straight under the old chin, and that just dislodged the pass.
The last 2 possessions that Fiji have had, they kicked for the left-hand corner, and then they called a mark in their own 22. The last 2 possessions that Namibia have,
They've run.
They've run the ball.
Yeah.
So it's almost like they've swapped around their playing styles, haven't they? So we're seeing a little bit of Fiji and Namibia now because they need to crib back that 14 points. And Fiji may be thinking about looking after that scoreline and protecting the score, which is equally a danger.
Absolutely. Start keeping an eye on the scoreboard and an eye on the clock. 61 minutes, 39-20. Then all of a sudden it's now 39-25. Namibia 2 great tries in the second 40.
Pause. Engage.
They are ahead by 14. Fiji. But Namibia are going to come at them. This is going to be an intriguing final quarter.
Hey, you've scrummaged well to now. Let's not spoil it, yeah? Keep it up. Keep square.
And Namibia,
Both, yeah? Both of you.
they can run the football. That we know. Morgan Ibrotu
Crouch.
on the blind side flank can also play lock.
We need his heads apart, lads, please. Come on. Yeah. Get your head away.
Let's go switch, boys. Let's go switch.
Your heads aside, please, apart. Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage. It's okay, stay there. No problem.
Gila with the big right hand fend. Good run. Living Yali with a little chip over the back, and Botha gets away from Rogani Barotu, but taken and recycled. And now Van Vick. Well, there's 18 to go, but I'm picking the next try scorer. Will have a huge influence on the impact.
Well, I always thought that Namibia would try and get involved in this game via some aggression and a bit of muscle in their forward pack. And, you know, with the background that they have from Namibia, we all expected that. I was very keen to look at how they would coordinate with jerseys 9 to 15, and they have mildly surprised me. They've been very, very good in the back line, matching the forwards.
No longer on in jersey 17 for you, Ken.
So Kotsa. Again, they shift the ball out to the left side of their attack. Pusigita with the tackle, and they win the ball. And now Vuli through the middle. Gita carries again.
Is that okay, Jerome? Yeah. Play on, man.
Jeez, he's tough, that number 12, Fansil.
Kotza. Good run, a tackle from Bai. Not made on Van Beek, who's getting stronger as the game goes on, the centre. And now they've got a little 3-on-1 down the left side. Namibia. Through the middle, a good pick and go.
It's a good footy.
Janches, Kotza, Berger. Head down through the middle of a couple of Fijian tacklers. The captain leading from the front, Kotza. Cut out ball for Morais. Vuli, the tackler. Van Loo. Gee whiz, looked like a good run as well.
Here they go.
Out to the left side. They've got about a 5-on-3 out here. Murivalu pops the ball up and it goes behind and
Oh, I thought the second pass back was forward. But that's Fiji at their best. A very, very good set of play from Namibia. I love their big wingers. Damas and Morris and Van Seal and Van Week in the midfield. They've got big men, and this is when Fiji, when they take off, they can cause you some havoc, and a bit of concern and anxiety kicks in.
You okay? Okay, sir.
You won't want to see that on the replay later on, Buatava, because they had players to burn, Stu.
Unbelievable.
It was just open airspace between the halfway mark and the try line for Namibia. That certainly was try number 6, and they've blown it.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
14 needed, 15 on the clock. Namibia.
Just move your head to the side. Touch. Pause. Engage.
Janches. House off the back. It's a good run down the blind side from the big back rower. Rotorua looked like he was lucky then.
I thought there was a little Fijian hand in there, if I could have another look at that. But it was a good scrum, nice and steady. Good pick up from Nieuwenhuis. There's the big charge. And there's the ball laid back. And well, I would have thought the first man over the top was Fiji to making the error.
Rotorua now he's off his feet. He takes his hand away. Sort of.
No, mate, he cheated. He's the one that should have got pinged, let's be honest.
Engage. 1-9.
So Buatava.
It's a good scrum from Fiji.
Stay, 21, go back.
Then they go long.
Stay, go back.
Botha.
Okay.
Oh, nice work from Botha. Away from 4 defenders to get into the backfield of the Fiji defence. Then an offload for Van Loo. Brilliant football from Namibia. They need quick ball. Big numbers out to the left. Kotza to the line and 2-on-1. Nice job. Van Seal with the pirouette out of the tackle. 24 metres out. Kotza shows the ball, loses it in the tackle. Buatava. They are coming home with a wet sail, Namibia. And Fiji thinking about something on the left-hand side, and they've lost the ball forward.
Again, I can understand the Fijian strategy here. You know, they're kicking down into the corners, and then Namibia saying, well, okay, you're kicking the ball down to us. You don't want to play. We will come and play. Look, he just does the dummy. I'm going to kick into touch. No. I'm going to have a crack. Beat 1. Has a wee bit of a look. Beats 2. and then opens up. 3 and 4 disappear. 5. Then this wonderful in the tackle, just the one-arm pass, finds the big fella. 18. Fun little. They go, and it was just little small errors. And then, as if these guys out there, they don't want to play. They're lined up like an army march and still can't get the hands through.
Yeah, just as defence, Stu is looking right into the sun. You could see it, that he was facing the sun as the ball was thrown to him. And Fiji are just trying to play the clock out. And I thought that because the conditions down here, the wind has picked up, I thought Botha had actually blown it, because if he didn't take that kick on the full, it certainly was going to go dead and they could have come back for the scrum. But here are a couple of more other changes as well, Ken. The two brothers, De La Harpe, Ryan and Daryl, coming on in jerseys 20 and 21.
So they're coming home strong, Namibia, and a tiring Fijian defence.
Step on the mark, don't step on my foot. Further away.
7 metres out to the right-hand side of the post. Down by 14. They'll get something out of this, Namibia.
Crouch.
Well, they've stacked the left and they've just got the winger out to the right.
Engage.
So De La Harpe. It's a right side play. Nuggenhouse, it's a long ball. Long ball. Dames. Powerful run from the right winger.
Oh, wait. No, I can't see from there.
Oh, Ken, Namibia are full of running. They've got more petrol in their tank. They're conditioning pretty good. They are running onto this game.
We go upstairs.
Outscored Fiji 2 tries to 1 in the second half. He just lost a little bit of momentum. The scrambling defence had him. Then the big fella's got him behind him and gave him the big gravy train straight over the line. Did he get it down?
He's running back to halfway, Stu, if that's any indication. Don't know whether that camera angle will be able to give it to you. You can see it's held up there. Did they roll over after that momentum? He's given the thumbs up. There's Dane Dames. He's a very good poker player. He believes that he's got it down.
No. No try. They're still under pressure though. Fiji, there's about 3 arms underneath that.
Nigel?
Hello, Graham.
Yeah, it's Graham. It's held up, so it's scrum 5.
Okay.
Okay.
No try. Held up. Blue ball.
Well, they were denied on that one, but they've got the scrum, or they've got the scrum 10 metres out from the Fiji line, and I've just got a funny feeling that Fiji are running out of petrol big time. It was a good scrum, good pick and go, and he did well. He stayed on his feet, and there's that burger look, the captain straight over the top of him, helping him get over the line.
If it's not in the middle, it'll be a free kick.
Number 8 needed to go straight in that situation. Stewie crabbed out, didn't he? He needed to commit some defenders.
That's the middle, that's fine.
I'll tell you one thing they don't do here anymore is a scrum where the number 8 just picks up and uses the blindside flanker to come around, because Fiji don't like defending in close.
Pause. Engage.
De La Harpe. Sunil Koto in 16, the hooker.
Right, front rows, listen please. Give yourself a bit more space. You were too close on that one.
Surprised he didn't start the game.
Give yourself space, please. Stay where you are, Blue.
He's a good scrummager, he's a good front rower, and he's a good athlete.
Okay. Square. Don't come in. Touch it.
And the setup for Namibia, you can see that Dame's the man that missed their try, standing just to the right side of Kotsip. They could use him as a dummy or decoy runner.
Pause. Engage.
So you can see not much room on the blind. De La Harpe, it's a loose ball. Fansio, they've lost meters now. A chip and chase. This is an easy mark. It's an average play from Namibia. And Murivalu just sends the ball down for Botha, who can run the ball back. This time he passes. De La Harpe.
Blue, stay. Okay.
Jeremiah by with a...
Stay. All good.
He kicks it straight down. Botha calls for the ball. Yeah, got 3 players out to the left. Kits off, good run. Good, determined run. from Kitchoff. Kotza playing halfback. Now Van Sale. Inside their own half. So it's patient. Kotza to the line. Now Van Lul gets an untidy ball back. Buffer. Not much room, but really taking on the close-in defence. Good tackle from Waganiparotu. Now they think about a counter-attack, Fiji. Muri Valu with a little left foot step taken in a two-man tackle. Nigel Leinster was okay. Now Nalanga, the brilliant left wing, has been quiet while the right winger scores 4. Now Goneva, Vuli. Good run, 2 defenders on his back. On the 10-metre line, Bortava waits. Waganiparotu with a ball out the back door, close to the touchline. Little cheap shot after the whistle from Kotza to the boys. A bit worked up with less than 10.
Well, his total involvement. He kicks goals, he kicks off both feet. He's got good pass left to right, reads the game well, and he's got courage on the tackle.
That's something or nothing, okay? There's nothing willful in that at all. We're going to carry on with play. Just both leave it there. Happy? Thank you. Let's go. Line out. Time on now.
He's had a good game, Stu, Nigel Owens. Whistle had gone, and that's where the cheap shot. You can see the reaction there.
Well, that's a penalty. It's after,
should have been.
It's after the whistle. So Namibia. Callaghan to the front of the line out. Kotza on the move. Cut out ball in midfield. Now second man play for Buffer. Good play from Namibia from inside the 22. Dames loses his feet, but good at the contact. And Nigel Owen says that's okay. Bortava. Goneva.
Okay, not coming. The ball will be quicker if it'll let go.
Well, with 8 minutes to go, Fiji are not that highly excited about tap and run. They'll go slow things down. Deacon Manu saying, listen, let's just knock it into touch. Have a shot at goal. They'll close the scoreline down, or the clock down a bit longer. Well, they've just run out of pace, these boys.
Well, I think that more the case, Stu, that Namibia have got desperate, and they've now just chanced their arm and decided that they're going to run absolutely everything into this wind. And usually when you have a captain that's in the front row, when there's a penalty and you're ahead by 14, you try and slow it down and you take the points and try and take some time off the clock as well.
Yeah, well, the natural instinct for Fiji is to play what's in front of them.
Of course it is, yes.
Not structured, that's why they have the wonderful following and the wonderful reputation they have. But the significance of this kick, if he gets it, will push the score out to 17, which makes it a 3-score game with less than 7. Plus they're taking time off the clock. So in the context of the final result, this is an enormous kick for Fiji. Sedamaya Bai. Can he make the kick? Can he make the kick? Can he what? That's a huge play. That is a huge play. 2 converted tries to get back in the game was achievable for Namibia, no question about that. Now they've got to get the 2 converted tries and something after that.
Liwa Ravu coming off too, Ken. He's been replaced by this man, Carlo, and his 11th cap. He's represented Fiji in archery, volleyball, basketball, and men's netball. What can't he do?
Kotza on the restart. And now Luvinayale goes long.
It's a very good kicking display from Thuramaya Bai. 7 from 8, Ken. And as you quite rightly said, that last one just nudged the scoreboard out perhaps a little bit too far. for Namibia, but let me tell you, they won't be giving up. They've come to play. They're proud men representing their country in the Rugby World Cup here in New Zealand.
So House, they go long and a ball. More aggressive defence from Fiji. Haven't seen that for the last 10 minutes or so. Namibia. Oh, fun. He's been good, but driven back in some strong defence. Fiji got numbers in the contact through the middle. They're going to win the ball, but it's off a play going backwards. Waganibrotu. Fiji are enthused.
Oh, they were competing with a turnover. You were off your feet.
Sorry. Fiji elected to go for the line out. Look, they might say, righto, they tried one on us, let's get the rolling more going from the line out.
Well, they know Namibia and they've got 14 players too, Stu.
Kalau. Gee, they got some good players from the bench. Sikania Kalau. Sunia Koto, replacement. Lock and hooker. Add plenty to the Fiji attack. Waganibrotu through the middle. Presents the ball. Brotava. One player on the left, gets it on the outside, Nalanga! Fiji will win the game! Napoleone Nalanga, the referee! Well, he would be one of the best wingers in the Pacific. Napoleone Nalanga. He's been sitting in the grandstand for most of the game today while his partner Goneva gets 4. And it's all gone the way of the right winger. But he is a potent attacking weapon, Nalanga.
Again, it started from the drive, from the line out. They then went to the short side. That's all pretty good to me.
He won't be denied, Stu.
No.
Klotzer did his best, didn't he? And interesting too, the man scoring there, Ken, you've spoken about him.
You may award the try, yeah.
The French media, they labelled him the beast because in 2009 he was the top 14 player in the French competition for Clermont. And what a lovely moment, because his father, Kavakini, he represented Fiji at the first Rugby World Cup here in New Zealand 24 years ago and scored a try against Argentina. So a proud moment for the family.
Oh, awesome moment for the family. And there's their son, big, strong and fast. Napoleone Nalanga. I've watched him plenty of times in the Pacific Nations and he can play.
Well, that's the first touch he's got with the line. Defenders in front. It's funny how the game goes. Gorniva, he's got everything over the other side, including 4. But good to see the other winger grab one in the dying stages of this game.
And with respect to Namibia, they were down to 14 because Kotze, as you can see in the middle of the field, he's been taken off. And he never got back in the line out or any of that play.
So Kotze, we hope to see him again in Rugby World Cup 2011 as Saramaia helps himself to a couple more, and now man of the match, Goneva. Veroniki Goneva from the Rotorua club has played 7s for Fiji. 4 tries today for the brilliant right winger.
And that means Katasoni is on in jersey 22. This is where the incident happened.
So Fiji, Sunirakoto, Brotava. Enjoying themselves. Nakarawa's had a great day today with his running and his offloading.
No, he was through the gate, knocked on as he tried to play it.
In Namibia, they came with a conservative approach in the first half, got behind on the scoreboard, forced to become inventive and creative with the ball and played some wonderful footy and scored some good tries. Fiji have been Pacific Rugby at their very, very best. They've always been the embodiment of free-spirited, instinctive football, play what's in front, and they've been sensational today.
Pause, engage. Pick it up.
Again, 6 tries, 4 in the first half. They definitely lost the third quarter of this game, but they've picked up the pace in the last quarter. Namibia 2 tries in the second 40, Fiji 2 tries in the second 40. Both sides have contributed to an entertaining game of footy.
Touch. Pause. Engage.
Rotorua, the halfback for Fiji. Ruben Mayali, cut out ball for Vuli. Slips the first tackler. And now Kalau. Through the middle with a pick and go. Botava carries it on. Now Malakai Ravulu, hard-working open side flanker. Luvinayali with a little show and go and an offload. Deacon Mana, the captain. Go the right side again. By flat ball for Nalanga. Namibia want to finish positively. They've got a big line up to the left. Reda Linghouse. He says it's okay, you heard the call, Nalanga. Botava.
But at the end of the game, and that's a silly penalty, you just took the guy out nowhere near it. I don't care, off you go.
Oh, well.
End of. No.
So that'll do Fiji at their very, very best. 49 points to 25. 6 tries and a virtuoso performance from Fiji. Too good for Namibia.
Well, it's a great day footy. It's in the sun at Rotorua International Stadium. Fiji had a massive crowd following in the audience, and they never let them down. Look at them, they're jubilant. Their boys have scored 4 tries in the first half, 2 in the second half to win this one. But I must say, Ken, Namibia, down 32-15 at half-time. I asked the question, are they able to breach the Fijian defensive line? Can they score tries? Costa was keeping them in the game with dropped goals and kicking off the tee, and then all of a sudden, 2 minutes into the second half, they came alive with a great try from Cole, and then Bota got their second one in, and they came here. They were competitive. But Fiji, with their natural flair, with their ability to be able to create something out of absolute nothing, certainly deserve the honours here tonight.
So 6 tries, 4 for Guneva, Nakarawa and Nalanga. And Bali 8 goals, Cole and Botha for Namibia, and 5 goals, 3 drop goals from Kotsa, who was very, very dominant. The Namibian captain, Jans Berger, is with Willie Lossing.
And Jacks, you'd be disappointed obviously with that result, but you let Fiji get off to a great start with 4 tries.
Yeah, well, a good side like Fiji, you give them a couple of chances, they're going to punish you, and that's what we found out today. Unfortunately, we made too many mistakes, and they just came hard at us and punished us for the mistakes and scored the points. So against the good sides, you got to keep your mistakes to a minimum. You got a brilliant first 5 in Kotsa, and he really kept you in the game with those drop goals and penalties. Oh yeah, well, he started amazing, and that's what you want from your team, to get you in the front foot and put the points on the board, and that's what he did, and he kept us in the game early on. Frustrated Fiji a bit, but like I said, too many mistakes. To your credit, though, you came back in the second half and scored 2 good tries. Was that the game plan of the second 40, to keep ball in hand? Yeah, for sure. We said at half-time, keep ball in hand, and we looked dangerous with ball in hand, and unfortunately, we gave it away too many times, and when we kept it, we looked dangerous, so we got to keep the ball. Disappointment, obviously, with the game, but tell me, how have you enjoyed the experience of being here at the Rugby World Cup in New Zealand? Yeah, well, it started now. You can see everybody really excited. Great atmosphere here today, and great support for both teams. So, yeah, it was amazing. All right, thanks for chatting to us. Thanks a lot.
Brilliant performance from the captain.
Well, Fiji managed to get back the territory stacked. They were way down about 32% in the first half, managed to claw back into the territory gains, still well behind where they should be playing, even spread across possessions, even spread with breakdowns. Pick and goes, Fiji, I think that was particularly in that second half, in that third quarter that they got involved. A high missed tackle count from both sides, Ken, but in saying that, you know, it was a hot day, there was a lot of running, and the handling errors, when you look at Namibia, well, that's a lot of handling errors, and those little things gave the opportunities back and the momentum back to Fiji.
Deacon Manu is with Willie Lossack.
And Deacon, congratulations, 6 tries to 2. You must have been thrilled with the way that your backs were playing today.
Yeah, you know, some fantastic efforts up there, especially by Veroniki, 4 tries. You know, that was pretty special on debut, and you know, just fantastic to get the result.
What did you say to the team in the first 40 playing into the strong breeze?
Yeah, we probably didn't play in the right areas, but when we did, you know, got out of our own half, you know, we put some pressure on them, and you know, to the credit of the Namibians, you know, they piled on the points, you know, any way they could.
And what changed in the second half? You seemed to have the elements at your favour, and I don't know, did you go to sleep or did you just take the foot off the throat?
Yeah, it was a bit disappointing to let them score 2 tries in the second half, but they were from our mistakes, you know, they were well executed tries, you know, and you're going to give any turnover ball in this level of rugby, you know, you're going to get tries scored against you. Perfect preparation for your match against South Africa in Wellington on Saturday? Yeah, I mean, it's going to be another step up for us against the Springboks World Champs, so we need to make sure that we have a good look at the lessons that learned from this game. Thanks, Deacon. Rest well and best of luck. Thank you.
And they beat Japan, they beat Canada, they beat Wales in 2007, lost to Australia. And a good day today, 49-25 Fiji over Namibia.